Today we're going to talk about delivery contracts on Binance. First, what is a delivery contract? It is a type of future contract where contractual actions based on price movement are time sensitive. So your price movement prediction must happen during the timeline agreed on within the contract. So to check this, we're going to the USD margin futures or the coin margin futures on the derivatives menu. And here we can select if we want to choose a perpetual contract future or a delivery contract future. In this case, if I choose the USD margin all, I'm going to see the perpetual and the delivery. If I choose perpetual, I can only see the perpetual, and in the delivery section I can choose between BTC and Ethereum quarterly. But if I choose the coin margin, I have a lot of options for quarterly contracts. In this case, I can see them all. Many coins have quarterly future contracts on the coin margin futures option. And then let's say I choose between BTC USDT perpetual. In this case, I'm choosing BTC USD quarterly 1231, and I can see the price chart. So which are the benefits of the delivery contract? First, you can enjoy all the features of the futures, that is choosing between cross margin, choosing between leverage, and the type of orders, stop loss, stop limit. So there's a lot of features that you can take advantage when you're using delivery contracts. Then it is time as you want, so it has a time delivery. This means that you can decide to settle for a quarter or next quarter delivery contract if the other options are not convenient. So let's say for BTC USD I have 2 quarterly options. You can see that the price differ. In this case, when the time delivery is higher, in this case 115 days, the price is higher because there is expectations for the price to increase, and because of the time-based contract it's lower in the case of the less duration contract if we compare it with the BTC USD perpetual, which is the instant price of the Bitcoin. And the other advantage is that, as we can see, for example, the perpetual in the BTC USD has a funding fee, which is an exchange rate between buyers and sellers, and it's charged every 8 hours. So in the delivery contract there is no funding fee. That's why it is cheaper. And there is only a settlement price at the end of the contract. So then the difference between the delivery contract and the perpetual contract are the time factor, as we say, the leverage opportunities, because the maximum leverage available on a delivery contract is 50x for BTC, while in the perpetual you can get up to, as we can see now, 125x for the maximum leverage. Remember that there is a high risk of being liquidated when you choose high leverage. And of course the other difference is the settlement fee versus the funding fee. So when you're operating with delivery contracts, you have a settlement fee. That means you have a one-time fee when the contract expires, While the perpetual has a funding fee, that means that you can be charged every 8 hours. The funding fee changes as more users take up positions in the future markets. So that is mostly the difference between the perpetual and the delivery contract. So we can then move to our next topic, which is how the delivery contract works. And as we were saying, on entering a delivery contract, you engage in the futures trading market for a specific period. You can choose to open any position, long or short, based on your expectations. The catch is that your contract expires after a specific time. Once expiration date arrives, the contract terms are settled based on the current market situation. So, with the delivery contract expiration? So in this case, we can see that we are choosing a BTC USD quarterly 12/31. That means that the contract expires on the 31 of December. So that means that the last Friday of the quarter is the moment of expiration. And we can also say about the expiration that in extreme situations where the price index fluctuates drastically caused by market manipulation or specific market circumstances near the delivery and settlement time, Binance will postpone the delivery and settlement process accordingly until further notice. An announcement will be made to all users. So the delivery process is like this. First, when the quarterly contract expires, it will be delivered. The system uses a cash settlement method to deliver. Second, expired open positions are closed at the settlement price. Third, you are only allowed to close the position and not open any new positions 10 minutes before delivery, that is, reduce only is enabled. And all unrealized P&L is calculated at the time of delivery and converted into realized P&L. The delivery incurs a settlement fee, which is also included in the realized profit and losses. Thus, the settlement fee needs to be deducted. What can traders do on futures expiration dates? Well, before expiration date, you have three options. First is close the position before expiry. The second is to roll over from front month to a further out contract, that is choosing the next quarter. And number three is let the contract expire and settle. Most short-term traders exit their future position before the expiration day. This is to avoid unexpected volatility and the hassle of contract settlement. Suppose a long-term position trader wants to maintain a future positions in their underlying product. In that case, the trader can place a trade in another future contract with an expiry date that is further out. This is known as rollover. Rollover refers to the transition from an expiring front month contract to another contract in a further out month. They are rolled over to a different month to avoid the cost and obligation associated with the contract settlements. So let's say we want to trade BTC USDT quarterly delivery contract. So we need to have an available balance in USDT. And then I can choose the leverage. I'm going to choose 10x, confirm, and then I can open a buy or a sell position. In this case, I'm going to use a buy position. The order is submitted. And as we can see, we are going to see that now we have a quarterly delivery contract position open on Binance. And we can see the trade history and the account equity. In this case, we're having the multi-asset mode activated. So now we can close the position. In this case, we can close it with a market order. I submitted the order, and now we can check the trade history. In this case, we are having a negative realized profit because we sell at a lower price, and that means that our realized profit is negative. So the next example, I'm going to use it, but opening a position with the coin margin futures option, which, as I told before, there are a lot of possibilities to open delivery contract. Remember that the coin margin is settled in the coin of the future. In this case would be BTC. I'm going to choose 10x leverage in this case. Please confirm. I'm going to raise a bit more because of the minimum amount required for the position. I'm going to raise the leverage to 20x, even though this is just a training video, just for the equation, because there's a lot of risk open with 20x. So then I'm going to open a short position. That means selling a delivery contract. Now I can have all the information about the open position, and the time to delivery is 31 days. That means that this position, if I choose not to close it, would be open until the 31 of December at 8 o'clock UTC. And if I want to close the position again, I can choose a market option, and the trade history shows again a negative realized profit, but nominated in BTC because we buy at a higher price from the moment of selling the contract. So the next thing we're going to talk about is the difference between USD margin and coin margin delivery contract. In this case, we can check it in the wallet. As we can see, the USD margin is nominated in USDT, while the coin margin futures, in this case, is nominated in the currency. It can be BTC or Ethereum. In both, you can choose between margin isolated or margin cross. So that's the main difference. If we check here the assets, we can see that in the USD margin I have USDT, and if I go back again to the coin margin futures, I can see that my assets are nominated and settled on BTC. So well, that's pretty much all. I hope that you understand well the delivery contract, and I hope we can see again on the next video.